All right, let's talk about the elephant in the room. I'm back at the Gale database resource main page. This is the landing page whenever you go through our library website, click on Gale database, and it lists off all 6 of the database options. Originally, I said to skip the power search. Today, I'm going to show you how to do that. So, here's what typically happens with power search, and this is why it causes more problems than it solves. So let's stick with the same topic, okay? Does technology make us more alone? If I were to come up here into the search bar and I type in technology alone, great. Those are my 2 main keywords in my research question. I'm going to hit search. And Gale is going to go through all 6 databases, and it's going to try and find literally every document that has the word technology and alone in it. So let's see how Gale does. All right, so Gale has finally finished loading my search. So I did a power search. I did a power search for technology and alone. This is what Gale has come up with. I've got not by technology alone. I've got technology alone won't bring better service. None of these are useful to me. Not a single one of them on this entire page. And I'm just reading the titles. Not a single one of them is dealing with my topic. None of them. Oh my goodness. Now, granted, Gale's found quite a few things. I could hit show more results and it would give me the next page and the next page and the next page. This is why the power search just shuts down everything you're trying to do. If you're not using it correctly, that is. So this is what we would typically do. This is what Google would have us do. And with Google, I might be able to find something. With Gale, I can't. So instead, we're going to have to do an advanced search. So right now I'm doing a basic search. I need to do an advanced. So right over to the side on the right hand, I do have an advanced option. So I'm going to click on that. Now, by doing an advanced search, I'm going to help the program narrow down my search terms and hopefully find what it is I'm looking for. With this here, you do want to bear in mind that if you're not putting in the right search terms, the program isn't going to find what you're looking for. So it is kind of a trial and error. The same way that going through the different topics is a trial and error, so is this. So let's use the same search terms. Let's do technology. And let's try something else. Let's try loneliness. Let's try alone. Yeah, let's stick with alone for now. So I'm searching for technology and alone in keywords. Let's give it a try. Okay. So right now it's searching for technology and alone. I do have different. So I do have different sources than the first search. But other than that mental illness one, I'm really not seeing anything of use. Okay, hang on. Bottom of the page, alone together. Why you expect more from technology and less from each other? Okay, that's got some potential. Most definitely that could give me something. So this, maybe I go in and I save this article for later so I can read it and kind of decide if it's something that's useful. But on this entire page of potential sources, I had one hit that worked. I think we can do better. So let's go back to our advanced search and let's try using different terms. So rather than putting in technology and alone, let's try using a synonym. So let's stick with the technology. I don't want to narrow that down, but let's try the term loneliness instead. And let's see if that makes any real difference. Okay, so the first one is looking a little bit more what I'm looking for. So it's got maintaining relationships, but it's focusing on seniors rather than um, people my age. Granted, I could still talk about seniors in my paper, so that's something potential. The age of loneliness, profound changes in technology, work, and community are transforming our ultra social species to a population of loners. That's awesome. That's right on the money. Is Facebook making us lonely? Hey, look at this. We have so many more potential. A new study suggests internet use leads to higher levels of misery and loneliness. A little help from your friends, the big disconnect. Suddenly, I have so many potential articles that I could use for my paper. Way more than what I was getting from my other search terms. So here's the deal. Most definitely, you can find resources on Gale. And when you find them, they're already going to be authenticated. They're already going to be credible. They're going to give you the MLA 8th edition citation information. You just have to learn how to use the tool correctly. So here's the deal. I got some really good articles from this search. When I go over to the side panel on the right hand, I do actually have a couple options here as well. I have things like subjects, which I can expand out and look at different options. So for here, I know that I can narrow down my search as well. So I can look at other subcategories that are also going to be dealing with loneliness and technology. I also have things like document type. So if I'm looking for specific document type, I do have a way to narrow that down as well. With this here, the best thing you can do is just play around with things. If you go down the rabbit hole, then go down the rabbit hole. If you find something that looks interesting, something that could potentially work, save it to your Google Drive so that you can access it later. But don't get frustrated if you're not finding what you're looking for on the first search. Change up your keywords. Try changing the search terms in your advanced. Try putting in new things to narrow down your search. But I promise you, you will find your topic. So be patient, use the tools, try new things, and happy searching.